Good morning and welcome to another episode of Pep's Corner. Today we will continue reading our book, The Westing Game. We will read from chapters 11 through 12. Our focus and purpose for reading is posted on the screen, so make sure you have your book in hand and are actively following along and reading. Remember, boys and girls, to reread a second time so you are coming to shared reading, fully prepared to engage in instruction. Let's begin. Chapter 11, The Meeting. A pale sun arose on the third snow-bound morning. Lake Michigan lay calm, violet, now blue. But the tenants of Sunset Towers, on waking, turned to a different view. Lured by the Westinghouse, they stood at their side windows, scoffing at the danger, daring to dream. Should they or shouldn't they share their clues? Well, they'd go to the meeting in the coffee shop, just to see what the others intended to do. Waiting in her closet of a room, Turtle stared at the white waved branches of the maple on the hill. A twig snapped in silence. A flurry speckled the crusted snow. Sometimes when her mother was too busy to do her hair, she sent Angela in. But today no one came. They had forgotten about her. Brush and comb clutched in her fists like weapons, she stormed into apartment 2C. Do you know how to braid hair? Flora Bomback's pudgy fingers, swift with the needle, were clumsy with the comb. But after several tangled attempts, she ended up with 3 equal strands. My, what thick hair you have. I tried braiding my daughter's hair once, but it was too fine, soft and wispy like a baby's hair, even in her teens. That was the last thing Turtle wanted to hear. She was pretty. Your daughter, was she pretty, your daughter? All mothers think their children are beautiful. Rosalie was an exceptional child, they said, but she was the lovingest person that ever was. My mother doesn't think I'm beautiful. Of course she does. My mother says I looked just like a turtle when I was a baby, sticking my head out of the blanket. I still look like a turtle, I guess, but I don't care. Where's your daughter now? Gone. Flora Bomback cleared the catch in her throat. There, that braid should hold for the rest of the day. By the way, you've never told me your real name. Alice, Turtle replied, swinging her head from the mirror. Not one single hair escaped its tight bind. Mrs. Bomback would make a good braider if only she'd stop yakking about her exceptional child. Rosalie, what a dumb name. You'd better get to the meeting now. Remember, don't say a word to anyone about anything. Just listen. All right, Alice, I promise. Theo wheeled his brother into the elevator and read the new message on the wall. $25 reward for the return of the gold railroad watch inscribed to Ezra Ford in appreciation of 30 years of service to the Milwaukee Road. J.J. Ford, apartment 4D. Ford did, Chris said. That's right, Judge Ford. Must be her father's watch. Probably lost it. I don't think it could have been stolen by anyone at the party last night. Chris smiled. His brother had not understood him. Good. This might be an important discovery. Judge Ford's name was the same as her apartment number, 4D. Theo led the waiting tenants through the kitchen where Mr. and Mrs. Theodorakis handed out cups of tea and coffee. Sorry, we've run out of cream and lemons. Please help yourself to some homemade pastries. Walking into the coffee shop was like entering a cave. A wall of snow pressed against the plate glass windows, scaling the door that once opened to the parking lot. I've got a car buried out there, Grace Wexler said, slipping into the booth opposite her partner. Hope I find it before the snowplows do. If they ever get here, Mr. Hu replied. Good thing this meeting wasn't held in my restaurant. I go broke passing out free tea, if you call this tea. He held up a tea bag with contempt, then groaned on seeing his sweatsuit son jog in with the sweet roll between his teeth and vault over his head into a stool. Where's your daughter? Where's your daughter, the turtle? Grace Wexler looked around. I don't know. Maybe she's helping her father with his bookkeeping. Bookkeeping? Mr. Hu let out a whoop. Grace had no idea what was so funny, but she joined